And we're live. And Jonathan is using a hot real amp today.
Oh yeah, yeah. In celebration, I guess, of the JJN20 video going live today, I figured I would mic that bad boy up, similarly to how I did it in the video itself, and we'll play it and stuff after we roll that intro clip.
You're live in 3, 2, 1.
Sweet. Hello, everybody. Welcome
right.
to the OnlyFrets podcast.
Worth mentioning, we're on time and audio is crispy today.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sound good.
Freshly pressed with starch.
Yeah, we're here. We're going to talk about a couple things. Me and Sean were kind of discussing a couple things that I had come across. I think it's kind of cool. Maybe we'll just talk more about YouTube life. Get around with your mom at some point in time.
Yep.
And yeah.
Man, it really...
Phenomenal.
The P90s on the Gibson just really seal that tone deal, you know?
Yeah, they do.
Really gives that JJN kind of...
Well, and when you hit it more with like the no pick, I mean, not that I can play anything like them, but
Still.
yeah, it's just, it does the thing. I mean, really, you get a P90 Les Paul and plug into that, sound just like them. It's crazy.
You
My
know, it's
dreams
always
are
fun when
fulfilled.
you when you're able to like recreate a tone and you're like, and you're playing it and you're like, that's why they did that. You know,
Yeah.
like, I know it's probably it's an internet trope at this point, but the woman tone from Eric Clapton, you know, like when you actually like get on a Strat and you just dial in all the woof and then play, you know, cocaine or what, like it, or like whatever, you know, whatever Clapton riff you want, you're kind of like, you get a idea of like why that hit so hard at the time.
Oh yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
And you know, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting off of your setup today. So welcome Timmy, welcome Mark, welcome in. Could just be a tight group today, but that's always fun.
yeah,
So,
yeah. That's fine. We got plenty of time to get more people in here. Y'all can tell your friends. Share it around. That's always good.
Yeah.
Why have I never done that?
I don't know.
You can literally just go and find the stream and like share it
like
somewhere.
on your Facebook.
Yeah, like on Facebook or something. Oh well.
I don't know. I haven't ever done it
Next
either,
time.
and I don't know why.
Next time. We'll do that next time.
Indeed.
Anyway. So what I was talking about with Sean, speaking of amps, so again, if you haven't seen the video that I did a video on the Let's Talk About Fender. Yeah, week 3, talk about Fender.
Yeah, let's talk about Fender again.
No, we're going to Big G today. No, so yeah, recently I got that Blackstar JGN20. Just released a video on it today. Phenomenal amp. I've wanted one of those for a while. They sound great. You plug in, and it's just like, it's all there. It's so good.
Yeah.
I've been on a bit of a Blackstar amp kick lately. I've always liked Blackstar amps. I don't know why. I think I just got bored of buying guitars, and I was like, hey, I found 2 really good Blackstar amps, because I've gotten 2 pretty close together, and they were just good deals. So I was like, oh, well, take that. Now, what I did and what the hope of buying these amps were to do is to record more real amps, because while amp sims have come a long way and IRs have come a long way, and then nowadays we have neural amp modeler, which we've talked about a lot on this podcast, it gets a little like, I don't want to say stale, but it's just like, man, you really do miss playing like a real amp. And I'm not just saying like, oh, it's got to be a tube amp. I mean, solid state, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, you just kind of get over the modeling thing. You're like, I just want something in the room that is big, that I can mic up and whatever. Well, I've been recording with those, and they sound great. And then I guess NAMM, Neural Amp Modeler, caught wind of that and was like, "Oh no, we're not going to have that."
Yeah.
So now they have their Neural Amp Modeler Archetype 2, or A2, and it's just an updated version of NAMM, and it's really good.
Yeah.
So good, in fact, that now, and I will say this: if you are a NAMM user, you have to have this new version of NAMM to down, because when you go to like the Tone 3000 website, it'll tell you, oh, you clicked on an A2 model, right?
Yeah.
So you need to have this version of NAMM. It'll tell you need to. So I was also telling Sean, like, my Stritch Pipe Tones doesn't accept the A2 models. I tried it earlier just to see. So you'd have to get like some kind of firmware update or something like that. But what I did, Blackstar has on Tone 3000 like official Blackstar stuff. They've got a couple of different amps on there, both in full rig form and just their heads, or pedal or combo or whatever it is. And I downloaded that. And Jared James Nichols also has a signature St. James. So I was like, okay, they have a St. James on here that's pretty close. Mm-hmm. This JJN combo has the G1275T or whatever that speaker is in it. Well, I went and found some GT or G12T 75 IRs on Tone 3000, and I paired them together, and man, it's in NAMM. I got that tone.
Pretty indiscernible.
Pretty close. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
Because I mean, obviously you have the ones that's like different. You know, like they've got, you know, the MD421 mics and the R121s and SM57s and different positions, like this particular one. But I was like, man, it's so close.
Nice.
It's crazy. So I'm like, well, now I'm back to square one, where I'm like, well, I can just run this and get the same time. I'm still gonna do, you know,
mic and amp.
so
I mean,
it's fun
every
to mic
once
and
in a
amp.
while, like I've got a couple videos up where I just play just like random crap for like 7 minutes or whatever. And on those videos, I don't record direct. I just, this mic swings over, and then I just boom it down, somewhere near approximating where, you'd mic an amp, and then I juice the volume in the room, because that's going to give me, if I'm doing like a recorded sort of impromptu jam session without a backing track or anything like that, and I'm just kind of noodling, I want to feel the volume in the room,
Right.
and kind of be immersed. I feel like that's a term that guitar players on YouTube don't use enough. Like when they're like, you want to move some air, like there's all these, hot button tone speak keywords or whatever, but what they're really
Buzzwords
trying to
is what I
say
call
is you want to be surrounded by the sound. Like you want to feel like you're taking a bath in tone, what I mean? And so for me, I love the capabilities of my setup, and frankly, I kind of have the ability to do both. Even simultaneously, I could turn.
Sean went away, folks. Unless I went away, and I'm gonna play it safe. So, yes. So what Sean is saying, there he is. I was gonna say what Sean was saying was just that he likes having an amp in the room to bathe in the tone and the sound. Sean's gone again. There you are. Hello.
Okay,
I was
sorry.
covering for you.
That was on me. I appreciate it. Anyway, thank you, Timmy. Appreciate you, buddy. So anyway, yeah, you know, it's kind of nice to have the setup where you can do both. Like
Yeah.
that is sort of any amp that has like an XLR out.
Yep.
That's a huge win for a home player, especially. I mean, it's a win for if you're actually a gigging musician too, because then you can have a little bit of amp volume on the stage, but not too much to
Yeah.
like piss the sound guy off, and then also go like direct to the soundboard. So
Right.
I think it's hard to, especially now, like what you're saying with the IRs and the Sims and everything being so good.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the only justification you need for any gear around here is that you want it. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's just
Yeah.
like, yeah, like get the combo shit, get the half stack, eventually get the red one that he plays in combination with his signature St. James.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
like, you know, juice
No,
that
and
bad
that's
boy on a
and
Saturday.
that'll be the next thing I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to get the older, basically the head and cab version of the combo, because I've already got my HD5 that's a half stack too, and I want to try to put that next to it. I think it just look cool.
Oh yeah.
But that cabinet has a Celestion V type and the G12 in it, so they just sound even more massive together. It just sounds great.
So, can you run your combo as a head?
I'm pretty sure you can, but when it comes to like unplugging the speaker connections and plugging other things into it, I'm always so weary of that because
Oh,
I
yeah.
just don't want to like blow up the speaker or blow
Yeah.
the tubes out or anything.
I was gonna
So,
say
like,
because if you plugged it into that, the half stack cabinet that you have, might
Right.
sound pretty badass.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, that's something that I have actually toyed. Like I was thinking about getting like a ABY switch because the way I have it set up now is I have the JJN on top of my HT Club 40, and the Club 40 is the deluxe version, so it has, instead of the 7080 in it, it has the A type in it, which
Oh,
I
yeah.
really like the way that A type speaker sounds. And I got those two amps too because I've already got two 7080s in my half, or my, well, I guess quarter stack, whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
my 212.
Yeah.
And people kind of dog on the 7080s. I kind of do sometimes, but as time's gone on, they've gotten better, so I think they just need to be broken in, much
Yeah.
like a lot of speakers do.
Well, and you kind of just figure them
But-
out too, right?
Right,
You know,
right, yeah,
like-
because they're real like pokey, you know, and they've got a lot of like shrillness to them if you
Right.
dial in a lot of treble or something. Which, you know, like most speakers do, but these particularly, I mean, they're just cheaper Celestians, but I mean, they sound fine. They get the job done.
Yeah.
And you know, they pair well with the HD5 head, so I'm just like, hey, that's totally fine.
Nice.
So yeah, no, I mean, it's good to have a palette. You know, it's like you said, whether you have the amps or the amp sims, the amps are more at this point in time. You just want amps in the
You just
room.
want
You
'em.
know, you just want them. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's kind of where I was at. I'm just like, you know what? I want a couple of amps.
Yeah.
Because I've only got the one that I've had forever, and I've had other smaller combos. But I'm like, you know what? I've come to really appreciate tube amps. Because I was never a person that was like, oh, you gotta have tube, and I'm still really not. But
you don't
there
have
is,
to have to. They're
you don't
awesome.
have to.
They are.
But there
cool.
is some.
Yeah.
Because see, that's one of those things where it's like the turning the volume down and doing like all the stuff that a lot of players do. Solid state and stuff do that okay, but their tubes, I will say, win that
Yeah.
battle all day long.
Yeah. Yeah. I
So-
would wholeheartedly agree. My dad's had several tube amps throughout the years, and you know, while I've always kind of been a solid state player, when I had that crate vintage club junior 2x12 cabinet or
Right.
combo, oh, dude, that thing, and that's not even like a top of the line deal. It's slept on for sure, but
Yeah.
it's not like a top of the line deal. And holy smokes, dude, that thing was awesome. Like, I mean, the distortion, even like the gain channel on it was gnarly, which is not typically a positive feature of, a tube amp.
Right.
Like when they put a gain on it, like a lot of times it just doesn't get used that much
Yeah.
because it doesn't sound good as you get near 50%. But this one just roared. It was really cool. So I mean, I love tube amps. I would like to get a like maybe one of them little Delta King Supros or something like that. I've heard
Oh yeah,
good
yeah, yeah.
and bad. I might try and get like an older one or like a tube Gibson Skylark kind of a deal. Those are
Yeah.
really cool too. Just a little guy. I don't need anything crazy, but at some point having a tube amp would be awesome. And I totally, being all solid state at the moment, I totally agree with you. This modeler does, the GTX 100 does a fantastic job. There's basically nothing wrong with it, but it is not the same as a tube amp, and I think it would be cool to have a tube amp. I've got this extra pedal board over here supplied by Electric Flamingo on YouTube, and
Sounds like an awesome dude.
he's a super cool dude, and it's a great pedal board, and I have a wah and a fuzz and a modulation thing and a JHS Nada Dumble and a Overhive from Beatronics on it, and it has the Sonic Cake Pocket Master on there right now, and I use it for streaming sometimes on Fridays, like when I want to mix it up, and
Right.
it's really good. But that pedal board sans the Sonic Cake plus tube amp would be just absolutely insane. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I think it would sound super, super good. So I do want to get one eventually. It's just not the right time at the moment. But
Oh yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, yeah. If you're just now joining us, we're talking tone here at your mom's house on the OnlyFrets podcast. Having a great time like always. We got lots of conversation that we try to have. Lots of great people in our comment section, and we also got some really cool stingers, kind of like this one.
I've been told I have a really light touch, but I know exactly when to dig in. You're watching OnlyFrets, live on YouTube.
There you go. Still too loud, but we'll handle it. But anyway, we've heard louder at your mom's house. So yeah, so there. I mean, there's that. Like I said, tone is just always that subjective debate, and I say whatever sounds good at this point in time. Who cares?
yeah.
I don't listen to all the people online that say that, and people have their words to say.
Speaking of
Certainly
tone, our friends Tom Butwin and Alex at Super Danger have resumed Tone Town as a podcast.
Hey.
And I've watched a couple episodes that they've recently released, and they're doing pre-recorded now. I think that's just easier for both of their schedules.
Oh, yeah.
So they're not
Yeah.
doing Tone Town lives anymore, which is frankly better because every time I watched a Tone Town live, somebody would come on and like request a song. It was like, do you know what this is? Like, you
Right.
don't understand what this, like, we're holding these things, yes, but like it is not if somebody were like, hey, can I hear what that sounds like, or like whatever, that would
Yeah.
totally be a reasonable request. When somebody comes on, they're like, free bird, it's like, fuck you, dude, like, go on.
Yeah, like that's the running joke that everybody is still yelling at concerts. I do
Right,
it from time
yeah.
to time if
It's
I want to
always
be
Freebird,
an
right?
asshole.
Yeah. That's funny. I haven't heard that before.
I
No,
know.
but so that was really cool to see, and they were kind of talking about this. Alex was using a Marshall Vintage Studio at a gig, and one of the commenters said that the amp was not loud enough. It's like that's a half stack.
Right.
It's a Marshall half stack, and he had it set on the 5-watt setting because it was explicitly way too loud
Right.
at the venue he was playing. And it's just kind of like, so it doesn't even sound like you might as well just get a, Fender Deluxe and blah, 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 like all this stuff. I was watching it earlier today, and I was just like, they were really funny about it. They're
Right.
funny dudes. So, but yeah, it was just kind of another reminder that like we need another one, but just like how the internet is and can be,
Right.
which is just like the most uneducated opinions at any given moment.
We have a request in the comments,
Smoke
Timmy.
on the water. I don't even know if I remember that one.
Specifically, you.
Oh, okay. What is happening? Oh, I hit my hold on. There you go, buddy.
And if you want to play it like the recording,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
hopefully we haven't gotten banned by now.
The
Or
only
copyright strikes.
yeah, getting the copyright strike for a song that's 70 years old or whatever.
Almost eligible to be public domain.
It is. One might argue in court even that it's public domain.
I think so.
Yeah, it's funny though. I was watching them, and just not to, we will tread lightly because we don't want to get all the way into the Fender topic again. But they talked about it on their first episode back from Tone Town, and it was the exact same sentiments and takes that we were not like. I'm not saying they did not watch our podcast. What I'm saying is we're right. More like even more plugged in dudes than us into the industry feel the exact same way that we do, so we're right.
Right.
It's like it was but it was cool. It was cool to watch that and hear some perspective that I mostly trust, like with those two dudes. Like they're pretty even tempered. They don't get like worked up over really anything, and they've been to NAMM shows, and they Tom works for Premier Guitar, and like these guys know what's up, and they're just like, yeah, Fender does not have a leg to stand on in court for this one. Oh, I lost your mic, pal.
There you go. Sorry, I had it muted for a reason.
Oh, no sweat.
Let's see. We'll do this just because. Can we add
We've
it
got
to scene?
something. Oh yeah.
Add that to the scene real quick, because I gotta let Mark know this.
Oh, it's added. Hold on.
We have some people doing requests in the comments, but I gotta do this.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
no.
Sean will add it.
That's gonna remove it from the scene. You have to add it.
What? Remove from scene. Where's
Oh
it
wait,
at?
hold
It's not
on. Let me
here.
go to layers. Where's the shared screen?
The joke is way past, but I'm committed now.
We're all the way in.
I'm
We're all in.
committed.
Streaming mode, no.
Let's see, remove from scene. Add to scene. There we go.
There you go.
Mark, this is for you, bud.
Hey! No stairway. Denied.
Yeah.
It's
Denied.
one of the. What's funny about that movie is it's kind of like. It's like one of the best guitar movies, and it's very light on the guitar. Like
Yeah.
the guitar is around, but there's enough meat on that bone to make it like a considerable like favorite for a guitar movie for some reason.
Well, considering, I mean, you have like that joke alone.
Yeah.
Clearly it was a joke at the time, but I mean, that like skyrocket even to this day. It's like
The
people are
whole
like, "Oh,"
scene though, it will be mine. Oh yes.
right.
It will be mine. Like they hero the guitar as an instrument in the exact right moments, and they
Right.
capture something that we all like know and love about going to like Guitar Center and music shops, which is that like, it's like the
Right.
joke, like you cannot play Stairway to Heaven.
And it's so like nostalgic too, because to me, it's really not. It's not like that anymore, Like sometimes
No.
you'll go on a Saturday and it's like it's busy, and you'll hear the people, and it's like, oh yeah, this is kind of. But
Yeah.
there's a
Like, the
charm
good
about
old
it that we
days
won't
of,
ever see
like,
again.
Every weekend, Guitar Center was packed with like
Oh, yeah.
13-year-old kids that were in garage bands and dreaming of gear that they couldn't afford. Like
Yeah.
those days are gone. Part of that is because the internet, and
Yeah.
the other part is because like it's much easier to get really good gear for not that much
Not a
money.
lot,
And like
yeah.
dads, dude, we're all millennial dads out there with teenagers and stuff right now. Like, how to get your kid gear. Like, you have your own, we all
Yeah.
have, every millennial dad has gear, dude. Everybody's got a guitar and an amp. So,
Right. Yeah.
it's just kind of like, I'll just save it for the boy. And like eventually, one day he'll want to play and dust this thing off and he'll be better than me. And, it's like my kids have their own guitars and they're like 8 and 5, dude. Like,
Yeah.
gear's not hard to come by anymore like it used to be. And that was definitely, but it was a wonderful time.
Yeah.
Like,
For sure.
to be in that point in history where Guitar Center
Yeah.
was just, I mean, I remember I was living in Spokane with, I always have this joke. So I lived with 3 of my best friends, Tyler, Steve, and Adam. And Adam's last name was Smith, and we called him Arrow, like Aerosmith.
Oh yeah.
It's like a nickname so we were calling him like Arrow back in the day.
Right.
And so I used to say I live with Steve and Tyler and Aerosmith. And if
That's
you say
funny.
it fast enough, I live with Steve and Tyler and Aerosmith, and
You're not lying.
no, not lying. But we used to literally, like, every weekend we would pilgrimage to Guitar Center up north Spokane. We were on the South Hill, so we drive up there and spend a couple hours just like fucking around, going into the acoustic. My buddy Steve was like really into high-end acoustics at the time, and
Right.
Tyler was a bass player, so he's always over in the bass. So we just go in there and just touch everything, like
Yeah.
every weekend. It was like part of the routine. It was fun.
Yeah, that's because I mean I remember a couple of times like because none of my Guitar Centers are local, right? I live out in the country bumpkin kind of area,
Yep.
and the one that's been around forever, probably about 45 minutes if traffic is good. And I remember it would be one of those times like my dad would have to go out there to get, because this was before we had local music stores and stuff around too. Or the local music stores were just as far away. But anyway, so we'd go out there and, I'd be like, yeah, you want to go with me? And I'd go with him or whatever. Me and my brother would.
Yep.
And yeah, I just remember it was always like, man, you just walk in there and it's just like the
Glorious.
rows of guitar. And I mean, I could still like have all that, but it's just like, man, you don't ever forget the first time, especially if that's kind of like what's ingrained in you is just like to play. Yeah, you walk in and you're literally just like, man,
Yeah.
they're just. And then
Oh,
you
I
start
remember
seeing,
the
like,
first time my old man took me to a Guitar Center, dude. Like,
Yeah,
it was magical,
yeah.
I
I
love
also like to go to
Yeah.
pawn shops.
Pawn
Every so
shops are
often.
great for a different reason. Pawn
Yeah.
shops have the mystery factor.
Yeah.
You walk
they
into
do.
a pawn shop, you don't know, and it's got that thrill of the hunt. Where
Mm-hmm.
Guitar Center, there's no hunt. It's a stocked fishing pond.
Yeah.
Like you go in and you're shooting fish in a barrel in Guitar Center. There are good
Oh, yeah.
guitars all around you. But
Right.
you go into a pawn shop, you're like, let me see that $99 Squire Strat or whatever. And you could put that bitch on your lap and it could fucking blow your socks off, dude.
Yeah.
You don't know. You don't know what somebody's done to it. You know, there's no tag on
Right.
it other than the price. And so it is, pawn shops are fun for a completely different reason.
Yeah. Now, I gotta say, there are 2 pawn shops around here that I will go to sometimes. One of them is much bigger than the other one. And the only time I've bought guitars was at the smaller one. I've bought 2 from there because their prices are not insanely inflated for no reason.
Like, at the big one, they go on eBay, they figure out what everybody's selling it for, and they're like,
Which
they
is the
put top
problem is
dollar
that
on
it's,
that one.
the problem is that they probably have what people have them listed for, not
Yeah.
what they sold for.
Right.
So, there's like there's one in there in the bigger one that I want to get so bad, but I can't justify paying the money for it. And I went in there the other day to see, it's been in there for quite some time, and there's actually a subscriber of mine that I guess that lives in the area that sold this guitar to them.
Oh, okay.
I've heard the story about it.
Yeah.
And it's a PRS, and I believe if I remember correctly, it's a single cut. It's like a brown kind of older whatever.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they want like $700 and something for it, and I'm like, man, I could find this exact same one on Guitar Center right now for maybe $4.
Right.
Right? I mean, like, I know it's a good guitar. It's cool.
Smokehouse SE or whatever.
Yeah, and I'm just like, look, y'all are insane. They've got some now. They did have a Squire bass in there, and I think it's like a who was it? I think it's like the signature Squire thing they did years ago for the bass player for Blink 182. I think something like that.
Okay.
And they wanted I think they want like $800 or $900 for it. Apparently, they really are worth that much. Apparently, because I had done a video where I was in there looking around, and if you go back and watch that video, it's the one where I actually took this to Hot Frog Music for him to look at it, because his shop's
even
right down the
somebody's
street. from
blind mom will catch a nut every once in a while.
Yeah, right. So, and someone put a comment on there. It was like, actually, that bass is where, and I'm like, okay, cool. But point is, yeah. So like that pawn shop is very hit or miss because, and again, unsurprisingly, a lot of their stuff is still in there. But I will say, I did. Here, I'll grab it real quick.
Yeah. Show and tell.
I'm gonna unplug this. Do that. So I was in need of an acoustic.
Oh.
And this is what I actually got not that long ago. I've already recorded stuff with it. If
What
you
is that?
heard, it's Jasmine. It's a little cheap little.
Huh. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep,
Like
I've
a
seen those.
Takamine is that how you say that? It's like their
Yeah,
sub
they're-
brand.
Yeah. They're Chinese brand.
Yeah, but this is a really really good acoustic. I mean, but I mean, it's electric acoustic, which is something I was looking for. It's the big body. I just thought it was kind of pretty. And yeah, if you've heard my my intro or my entry into the Bogren Digital contest or whatever, that's like heavily featuring this
Nice.
acoustic, just because it was so inspiring. I picked it up and I was like, cool, feels great. And then I brought it home, changed the strings on it because they were rank.
Got kind of a little metal vibe to it, too, you know?
Yeah, it looks like something like Schecter would make.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, it sounds really, really good. Like the pickup in it, it's just a cheap little whatever, but it sounds like if you listen to those songs, and I've actually written another song on this.
Nice.
If you listen to the track, like I didn't do, that's just straight up the pickup. I didn't do like any IRs, put a little bit of reverb on it, and it was on its way. It just sounded really good.
Yeah.
And I think I paid like $200 for it.
Well, I'm a huge fan of Takamine, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah,
And I
yeah.
feel like I've played a couple of those Jasmines before, and they are fine. Like,
Yeah, for the money. I mean, that's what I'm saying. They're great.
absolutely.
You know, it's fine them used. And I've actually played it so much that the strings need to be changed again.
Nice.
And I just changed them maybe a week and a half ago.
Oh wow.
So yeah, I've played this a lot.
Been on an acoustic kick.
Well, I just wanted to have one kicking around because I've had a couple acoustics and then I just don't play them.
Yeah.
And then I just sell them. But then I'm like, you know what? I've been more into the songwriting thing, and I'm like, I really want to get like that layer to it sometimes, or I just want to write like acoustic stuff. And Hot Frog has their open mic nights, I think, on Wednesdays. I don't know if they're doing any recently or whatever. But I've done one of those before, and I was like, well, I need an acoustic, and there you go. I just try to have like a sonic layer of stuff. I have another thing too.
Oh boy.
No, not that I bought, but something that I almost got the other day. And bless my wife because she was like, well, you could just, that could be your Father's Day thing. And I'm like, no, I want what you're getting me for Father's Day more. I'm getting a facial for Father's Day. Don't knock it till you try it, man. We have this lady around here. God, she puts me to sleep.
I thought you
So
were
relaxing.
making a sex joke.
No. Like for real. Like
Like
if
a
you've
real
never,
one.
if you've never gotten like the full like facial experience with like the scalp massage, find a good
I
what do
think
they
I
call
got
it,
one
esthetician.
before. I think my wife
Yeah.
talked me into going with her once, and it was quite nice.
Oh, bro, I get like pedicures and stuff too. When my wife goes and stuff, I'll go sit up there and I'll get. She makes fun of me because I get the more expensive ones.
Oh yeah.
She'll be sitting there because she's like, well, she gets her,
I
the
want the
manicure stuff. She
deluxe
gets the mani pedi, and I'm like, well, shit, I'm.
Yeah. Girl, I'm going all in today.
I got
I
the
got
last time I
YouTube money to spend.
Right. Yeah, that's usually what pays for it. The last time I went, I was like, oh yeah, let me get this one, and then they brought out this little glass of wine. I was like, are you shitting me? So I'm like, she's sitting there like taking Snapchats of me, like he's such a princess, and I'm like,
That's so funny.
you damn straight.
Well,
No,
if
it's
you're gonna
really
do it, do it
relaxing.
right, you know.
Yeah, no, it's really relaxing. Like people,
Look,
oh god, I shouldn't do that.
dudes have a
Do it.
there's a I guess socially accepted man version of that, which is you go to a proper barber shop.
Yeah.
They do this same shit. Like they get a hot towel and wrap it around your face and like do all the lotions and stuff, and then they give you a beer or a whiskey or whatever. But give me the card you probably have. That's funny. But
Yeah.
there I wouldn't knock it. I've had pedicure. I don't think I did a manicure with her, but I've done a pedicure and gotten the facial before,
Yeah.
and it feels nice, dude. You walk out of there, the wind hits your skin on your face.
Oh yeah.
And it's,
Oh, yeah.
it's something kind of it's kind of like if your hair, like if you with your hair being that long went and got my haircut, like
Yeah.
a fade, and you walk out and the wind hits your scalp, and it's been blocked
Yeah.
for years or whatever. It's kind of like that. It's a similar sensation, which is just like your pores.
I've had
are
that
open.
happen where I've had my hair like this long before, then I've cut it off, and that first time I walked outside and that wind hit, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, cold.
Yeah, like I haven't felt this in forever.
Yeah. It's a fine, worthy.
That's just a free service that your mom offers.
Yeah.
The rub
That's
and
the
tug.
free. Yes, that's
It's
you get that
100%
from Mark's
free.
mom,
I leave my purse at home. I don't bring my card for that.
homegirl down the way. Yeah. But yeah,
No,
I mean,
but-
like massages and stuff. They're all.
Oh yeah.
And I remember, like, so I got my wife a massage for her birthday. Like a maternity massage or whatever.
Yeah.
They're sensitive to pregnant moms or whatever. But anyway, and I was like, "Do you get the happy ending?" She's like, "Yeah, right." I was like, "Well, I paid for one."
That's funny. Yeah, we've kind of just went off on a tangent here from
We have,
guitars
yeah.
to pawn shops to getting a massage and pedicures and facials, but That's what we talk about here. We talk about whatever.
That's right. Yeah. I was trying to think of some other hot guitar news that's been going around. How does that thing sound with the JJN amp? Let's hear that. Freaking P9. Nice.
Yeah, no, just strumming around. Yeah, no,
Killer.
this is one I've had to I've had a serious, I don't want to say debacle. I'm gonna say is
Yeah.
the word. The dog ear is too high to lower the bridge anymore. So what's going on is I've had to lower all the pole pieces. And all of the other ones are fine. I could probably get the bridge down a little bit lower because the action's still just a little high for my liking. But this low E sits like right at the pole piece.
So
like it
sometimes
just
it
hovers above it.
Is on the magnet or whatever.
Yeah, so like when I'm playing, if I mute, you may be able to hear it. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. Gotta hear that?
Yep.
I'm like barely putting my hand on it, and it presses down on the pole piece. And I've already taken the pickup out to see if there are any shims in it or anything. There's not, so I'm gonna try to maybe take this to Brad and have him see if he can file it down or whatever,
Like
just
a
to lower
neck
it a little bit more.
angle situation.
That's what I was thinking, and I'm really hoping it's not, because if that's the case, then
It's basically uncurable.
It's
unless
basically,
you send it up
yeah.
to Woodford in Canada
Yeah.
and have him do it.
yeah, no. But the thing is like I spent so much time because I changed the strings on it the other day, and I spent so much time trying to set it up and like adjusting the neck, and then
Yeah.
the truss rod's like is where it needs to be. The neck is like almost dead straight, and the action down beyond the 12th is just like it's like right there.
Yeah.
It needs to come down like maybe a millimeter, but I just can't do it because it sits right on either the cover of the pickup or on the pole pieces, and I can't lower the pole pieces anymore. So I'm just
That's
like, well,
annoying.
it is. But it's still one of my favorite guitars, so I don't know.
It's so cool. I mean, it's
yeah.
hard. That's the model of Harley Benton that I had my father-in-law get himself because it was just so fucking cool. And I had a set of Gibson white button tuners that I put on it.
Oh, yeah, I like
as
those.
As soon as we got it, yeah, I put some
Yeah.
on.
Some of my favorites.
Yeah, they're really good. The other kind of jumping back to the beginning of our time here today, I did read that Joe Bonamassa is now going digital for live gigs.
Yeah, I saw the thing about the Fender. I forget what it was, but it's some kind of Fender modeling thing.
The Fender Tone Master.
Tone Master. There you go. Yeah.
Joe Bonamassa. I wanna
Never thought
go
I'd see the day.
digital. Let's see. Digital goes digital. I want to put that in there. I just saw it. Somebody did warming to modeling amps. Famously known as a traditionalist who prefers high-volume vintage tube amplifiers, however, has begun cautiously exploring digital technology, notably utilizing digital modeling amps like the Fender Tone Master for select touring and practice needs.
Yeah.
He continues to rely heavily on his classic physical setup. His willingness to dabble with digital gear marks a subtle but interesting shift for the famously analog driven blues man.
Yeah, that is because when I saw that too, it made me kind of like, what? Because he is one of those like
Staunch.
vintage guitars are better and
Yes.
older tube amps are better. Tube amps in general, like he's real staunch on it. And to some degree, I mean, like you're gonna trust anybody, I mean, he is like a man to trust on a lot of stuff just
Yeah.
because I feel like he knows.
He does know.
So
He grew up in a guitar shop.
His hold a little more weight.
Yeah.
Exactly, and his arguments hold a little bit more weight, I think. But I still think a lot of it is just justification to some degree, and just, you know, kind of
Copium.
recycling old stuff. Yeah. I mean, and again, he's got the money to do all of that and justify his massively insane purchases that he's making every other week. Like, you think I'm bad? Nah, he's I couldn't buy one of what he buys.
I mean,
Even
at
if I
some
sold all my
point,
stuff.
he could just categorize the Nerdville locations as museums. Mm-hmm. And then
Which I'm sure he'll do that at some point, and I'm
Some
sure it'll
point.
be some kind of there'll be some kind of benefit to it when he
yeah,
retires.
well, I mean, he
or
has no one to
something.
leave it to.
I know,
you know,
yeah, no kids,
No kids or
Which-
nothing. So, like, to me, it just feels like it's more of a testament to how good modeling is, like you were saying. You know, like
Yeah.
now it's just kind of like, I mean, I haven't tried the Tone Master, but essentially it's like a better version of my setup, probably because it costs a fortune to ship heavy gear. That also probably plays a huge role. Like, if you're going,
But he
to
also
play-
has his own semis
he
or his own
does.
trailers.
He
So I don't
does,
think
but
he
it's like-
cares.
going to London and having to like get a hold of your contacts there that have vintage gear and
Yeah,
rent it and do all that, and it's like, yeah, but the Tone Master Pro, like, Fender came out and literally modeled these tones after my amps, which
Yeah.
probably happened, by the way. I
Oh, yeah,
I'm
100%.
almost certain of it. You know, it's like, this is a capture of Joe Bonamassa's, you know, whatever, Fender Bassman, 1959 Fender Bassman or whatever. Like, they absolutely have used his amps or ones almost exactly like it to create their captures. And, you know, he could also hire some 22-year-old kid to come out and create captures on a Kemper or something like that of his favorite amps and
Yeah.
run them that way. It's like, yeah, and you can do two of them at the same time, just like you do on the show. It'll sound just exactly the same. And, like, to me, it makes sense. It just, you know, and you have to realize that he's getting up near, he's got to be close to 60 by now.
yeah. I think he's mid-50s ish. I think.
Let me take a look.
If not, he's like late 40s at the least.
He is 49. So
Yeah,
he's
so
getting
there you
into
go,
his
so late
50s,
40s.
and I'm 41, and I already don't like hauling around big fat amps. So, I mean, you know, I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah, and that was I'm 32, and that was the one thing that whenever I got these other two amps, whenever the UPS dropped them off, I was like, one of them was 30 pounds.
Yeah.
The JJN was like 30, and the other one was like almost 60. I was like, good
Yeah.
God.
Good night.
And I mean, I had to carry it in this huge box
Yeah.
down my stairs. I ended up slipping on the stairs, and like, I fortunately kind of caught myself, but that big old amp fell on me.
Oh no.
And I was like, ah. So, yeah, it is just.
Yeah. It's understandable. There are many benefits to, like, literally packing everything up on one pedal board,
Yeah.
you know?
It doesn't look as good on stage, obviously, when you don't have all the stuff in the background. But I mean,
Yeah.
at the end of the night, when you're exhausted and
Yeah.
the adrenaline starts to go down, you're like, oh, I don't got to haul all this shit back out to the trailer. I can just
Yeah.
unplug it, pick it up, zip
Well,
up the
there is
bag,
a
and
new
go.
phenomenon, though, of, like, guys that, like, they want to see the pedal board.
Huh.
You know, it's not just like it was in the 80s or 90s. You, like, go to the show and see a wall of amps and be impressed or anything. Like, people care what you're stepping on now. And so now it's, you know, there is flexing to be had on the floor, like there is
Right.
at your mom's house. You know, it's just kind of like,
And there's a lot of that.
yeah. But I mean, so it's not all, you know, I plugged the Pod Go in direct to somebody's PA before, and it sounded fucking awesome. Like, you know,
Yeah.
so I do think it matters more. Like nobody cares, not that much, not as
Right.
much as we think, not as much as we care. Like we
Right.
care that we look super cool with a wall of Marshall behind us. Like other people in the audience just care that they hear good music and get some
Yeah,
drink
yeah.
some good beers and have a good time, you know. So
Right.
yeah.
There's something else that I watched earlier, and I'm really honestly surprised that I've not ever watched this guy on YouTube. You know who Danny Sapko is, don't you?
I feel like I know the name.
You've probably heard the name, right? I watched one of his videos earlier. Man, it was so like entertaining and just like weird. It wasn't like anything over the top, but the dude is just like really engaging. He's a British guy, but he's got like a really distinct British accent. Either way, he was talking about this. I think she's Nigerian. This Nigerian guitar player that was exposed for being basically a fake player. The thing is, she can really play, but what she was doing, just spoiler alert, if you want to go watch the video for yourself, it's called "This Viral Guitarist is About to Get Exposed" by Danny Sapko, but I'll tell you what happened. He was showing clips of her. Apparently, she's blown up on Instagram and stuff, and she was playing like these really slow blues, like, you know, big bend, sustainy kind of things. And sounds cool, whatever. To me, something was off about it. Straight away. Right. Stuff like that. And, you know, and it had like the drums. It was like a backing track kind of thing. But something just seemed off to me straight away. I was like, what is this? This is weird. And as time went on, he started saying that she's just miming along badly if you look real close. And she is. She's not miming along very well at all. And then there were people saying, well, they've noticed that like this is stain on the guitar she's playing. She's playing like this weird Sunburst Strat that looks like it has like a Martin logo on the headstock. And everybody's like, Martin doesn't make a... So they thought that she was AI to begin with.
Yeah, the whole
She's
thing.
not, though. But she's not. She's a real person. That's just her guitar, right?
Yeah.
So someone said the sustain is on that tone is not something you can achieve. Like they tried... There were people trying to replicate this tone and just couldn't do it.
Okay.
So what, long story short, is Danny Sapko went and spent like days scouring YouTube to try to find one clip that she was miming over, and it turns out she's miming over AI music. That's the long story short of it. And he found it. He found the clip. He said, I finally found something. And what she had done, because he played it and it was like kind of the same. He said she pitched it up like 3 semitones, and when he did it and put the waveforms next to each other, dead match.
Really?
So she's gotten all of this notoriety. Like Adam Neely liked the posts. You know, Pete Honore did. Premier Guitar did. Like big names liked the post and like were hyping her like, oh, this sounds great. So those big names were fooled by her miming along to an AI track that is on YouTube right now, in like a compilation of slow blues AI stuff. So it was like buried in it. And I'm like, first off, it's crazy that he found that, because he's like, there's like a sea of all this crap out there, and like he's like a needle in a haystack. Don't describe that. I'm like, that's crazy. But yeah, it's a very interesting video. If you want to check it out, I may, if I can share it, I may just link it in the comments. I mean, and again, if you've never heard Danny Sapko, I mean, that video alone got me to subscribe, and he's been doing this for a while, and I've heard the name a lot. I think that's something that he kind of was a pioneer in, maybe, was the exposing fake guitarists, because he's got stuff on there where he's done that, but I don't know.
Well, it's, you know, goes back to our ever like strung together conversation about AI and
Yeah,
you know, having proper use cases for how you being a responsible steward of the technology itself, where it's like, I'm not going to use this for deception.
Right.
And you know, if she's in Nigeria and she's playing some cheap strat with a, you know, that maybe she was able to cobble together some money for. I mean, Nigeria is pretty. They're having a rough time.
Right. Yeah.
So it's not like the best place to live necessarily, but she got a phone, she got a guitar, she can get an app that will put on some AI songs, and if you can get paid a little bit of money from Instagram or YouTube, you get
Yeah. So I mean, like, there's the idea behind it. Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's like the thing is, again, I think she has her own YouTube channel and she can play.
right.
Like, she's not like a virtuoso, but I mean, she plays. She plays
Right.
really well. So, you know, at the end of the day, or at the end of the video, he was like, you know, I'm not trying to get anybody to go jump down her throat and say, like, hey,
Yeah,
you're
you-
bad for doing this.
Yeah.
But, like, encourage her to be like, play your own stuff. Like,
Play
you
your
have a foot in the door that a lot of people don't get.
Yeah.
Stop the AI thing and start doing your own stuff because you can play. And I'm like, that's a great thing to do.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that there was anything maybe necessarily nefarious behind what she was doing. And I mean, people will frown upon it because it's the AI thing. But it's like you said, and again, I could be completely wrong about the Nigerian thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I know that she's from somewhere adjacent to there or somewhere over there. But either way, sometimes you got to eat, you know, and I get it.
True.
So,
But you know, there's some like absurdly handsome dude on Instagram that is a really good guitar player. Hey, thanks for coming, Timmy. Good to see you, bud. But like he's like a model, and he does shred, like, for real, because there's like a YouTube video of him playing in a huge
yeah.
like cistern, like hollowed out cistern type of thing, like this big water tower that has been hollowed
You're
out.
talking about the dude that plays all the nice PRSs that, like,
Yes.
sits up against the thing and he's like,
Yeah. It's so easy.
yeah, doing that whole thing, that stupid shit. Yeah. Yeah, no, I know he can play.
Now
He's crazy.
But those videos, the embellished videos, that's all fake. Essentially, like, what you're looking at is like he's not actually playing that riff at that moment. He's got his guitar plugged in and stuff, but the audio is so clean that it's just like you're not doing it like that, you know.
Yeah.
I remember I got my Fender Mustang Micro, and we had gone to the beach, and I took it to the beach with me, and I had my iPad, and I had my phone, and I was like, I want to go try and film something at the beach. So took my phone, and I have this this connector right here, actually.
Yeah.
This plugs into my phone, and then the USB out goes into this,
Yeah.
and my phone will then record the audio from the GTX 100.
Right.
And then I use my iPad to Bluetooth the backing track. So I set up everything on a log at the beach. And it took forever, you know, and
Right.
it's windy. I have my like coat on. You know, maybe I have the video on Instagram, but that was like real. Like, I was playing in that moment.
Right.
I didn't
yeah,
overdub anything. It was just like an improv situation. And what it took to do that is just like so much more difficult than taking one of your already pre-recorded solos, playing it, and syncing it to the video or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's what he's doing, and it could be him playing for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But the video is for clicks and likes and subscribership and followership.
And the comments of how stupid it is and all that.
Yes,
kind of stuff. Yeah. Like,
there's
he
a lot of
knows.
those, but then there's also like plenty of like thirsty girls on there.
Oh, yeah.
that like
Absolutely.
him, you know.
Yeah.
And probably similar